Me and my wife's situation is a little different, you know, how we met, you know, through mutual friends and everything like that. You know, when I met my wife, she was 17. So, you know, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, you know, she was of age. And, you know, it's, people don't understand it. And I got a lot of course, I got a lot of backlash for marrying someone that was 19. And, you know, when we did finally start to talk, I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she just, for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important thing. We both love God. We both love Jehovah. And that was key. And being able to start being around her and talking to her and talking to, like, we got it, we connected through music. And, you know, her spirit, her kindness, her heart reminds me a lot of my mom. And just, you know, we connected on so many different.
Where did you grow up?
My father was in the military, so
Okay.
I lived everywhere. I've lived overseas. I've traveled overseas. I've seen the world. The Western woman, the American woman, from a standpoint of marriage and family, this is the worst place in the world to choose a wife. Not only worst place in the world, it's the worst place in the annals of history to choose a wife. Attention to a woman is like crack cocaine. And so she's seeing these things on the internet, and she's got guys in her DM, and they're giving her a false idea of their value. Male attention is monopoly money. Because when you hit 35 and that attention starts to go away and you start looking for men, the kind of men you want, now you're competing with the younger, hotter, more fertile girl. There's a reason that God starts, the creator starts, you start to lose your eggs, what, in the mid-30s? I have daughters. My youngest daughter just graduated from college. She's 22. My advice to them, find the best man you can at your youngest age and settle down with him.
And if that man is 40 years old, you'd be okay with it?
40?
Yeah.
As long as he can provide for her and she loves her, he's going to treat her right, absolutely. As long as they're an adult. It's okay for an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old to have and have sex and put it all out on the internet. She's old enough to do that. She's old enough to be in a relationship. And what does God say, by the way? What does nature say? Nature says that women typically get their period like in their early teens, maybe 12, maybe 13 years old. In my opinion, that's nature and God saying he's preparing you to get ready for childbirth. It's always from tradition, and you go to other countries, the same thing. You find younger women with older men because the older man is more seasoned. He can teach her. He's developed himself. He's got resources, and he's able to provide for her. You see all these pretty women walking around. They're in Vegas. They understand. They're monetizing their sexuality. This is the world we live in, right? But at my age and what I know, and I can pull out thousands of dollars.
Oh, I thought he was going to pull out his, he pulled out money.
No, I
He
can
pulled
pull
out
out
money.
thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars right here.
I'm the pretty guy now.
What this man just said was spot on. If we all know at this point to stop dating a lot of Western women, I know a lot of guys are like, well, where do I go to find that traditional woman that I'm looking for? You can start by becoming a member of Christian Filipina. Christian Filipina is the #1 dating service helping singles find potential lifelong partners. And they do that by offering a service that's safe and full of members who share your traditional values. It's pretty much an online community that helps you narrow down your options, allowing you to communicate effectively. Now, we all can see this massive trend of guys moving overseas anyway, dating and looking for relationships. And we all know why these men are looking for relationships in these particular countries. Filipino women are very devoted, they're loyal, they're caring, and they're very supportive of their men. I know you guys gotta be frustrated with those dating apps in the States, swiping back and forth, getting a lot of women who is on there flaking on the dates, but this dating service here will not disappoint. You will also receive a free copy of How We Found Our Path to Love. Stop wasting your time playing with women who only text and play silly mind games. If you're truly ready to meet your lifelong partner, click the first link in the pinned comment section down below and meet your Christian Filipina today.
I'm over the idea that women expire as they get older. Why do men get to age like fine wine, but women expire? I'm just gonna get hotter as I get older. That's the plan for me. So in 10 years, I'll be exponentially hotter than I am now, and I have no expiration date.
Do you feel like women aren't having children at a young age nowadays because it gives up their freedom?
Yep, that's the sacrifice you make as a woman. You wait till the last minute, and then you got to deal with the men that want the 21-year-old. They want the 22-year-old. They don't want a woman at 35 who's got a bunch of them out. This guy has worked to develop himself.
You said men that are 35 want the 21-year-olds.
They did a study, men of all ages, and they found the age group that most men prefer, and that's 24,
24. Okay.
which makes sense.
That 10-year age gap. Again, yes, women do develop earlier than men. But women still in today's generation, 21 to 24, you're young. Right? Like you haven't lived.
You're at your peak.
You're at your peak, but you haven't lived. Do you feel like 35-year-old men reach out to those women and want those women so they can groom them into being what kind of wife they want them to be?
Of course.
And is that bad or is that good?
That's good. That's nature.
It's nature to groom somebody.
If you're going to be my wife, I got to prepare you on how I want my relationship to go if I'm the leader. And a good man, a real man, is going to take in consideration everything the woman
I
says.
don't like when hold on, I gotta stop it again. I don't like when they use that word grooming. Why, when it comes to a man telling a woman what he like, the things that he would like for her to do, it's called grooming. But when a woman does that to a man, hey honey, I like these flowers. Hey honey, I like when we have our date nights on this night. A woman can tell a man all this kind of stuff, and it's not being called grooming. It's her so-called sharing, but they love to use the shaming language for men, like, you know, we just out here grooming women. Like, that is not the case. I can let my girlfriend know what type of stuff I like, what kind of stuff I don't like, and hopefully she want to know what I like and don't like. But hey, that's all I got in this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. Like the video, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to follow me on Datingwright Clips and Ronin Passport. Thanks for watching the video to the end. I'll see you guys in the next video.